All right, the problem we're going to do is from section 3.1, page 91, and question 16. It says, how large is a wolf pack? The following information is from a random sample of winter wolf packs in regions of Alaska, Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, Canada, and Finland. Winter pack size, and these are the numbers, and it wants us to compute the mean, median, and mode for the size of winter wolf packs. Well, first of all, I would take this data that I'm showing you right here, and I would put it in an Excel spreadsheet. I just type it in just like it is. The first step to get it all in order is you could highlight it like this, and then just go up to this A to Z sort button and click on it. Now it went from largest to smallest, and I can click it again and it'll put it back in smallest to largest value. And that's how I would do that. Now let's go ahead and talk about the mode. The mode is the number that appears the most often. If you look at our data, you can easily see that 7 is going to be the one that shows up the most of this data. Now let's go and answer the next question. We're wanting to find the median. This is the definition in your book. The median is the central value of an ordered distribution. If it is an odd number right here, if it is an odd number of data values, then it would just be that middle value. If it is an even number of data values, if you have an even number of numbers, then you're going to add up the two middle values and divide by 2. Let me show you what I mean by odd data. Here is odd data. There are 17. If you go 17 divided by 2, you're going to get 8.5. So if you notice, I highlighted the 5 right here to show you that this is the median for this set of 17 values. And if you count from 1 to here, there's 8, and then from 10 to 17, there's 8. If you count them, there's 8 values here, and there's 8 values here. So the median in this case would be 5, but that's odd numbered. If you have an even number of data, then what you're going to do is take the two middle values. In this case, it would be 5 and 7. You would take these two values, add them together, and divide by 2. And that would give you 6. Now, I can also show you another way to do this. Let me type the word median, and next to it on the Excel, I'm going to go up to the formula bar. This right here represents the formulas, and I'm going to go to more functions, and there is the median right here. So I'm going to click on that. And now I'm going to select A1 down to A18 and then hit enter. And look, it gave me my answer, median. The next one we'll be calculating is the mean. If you look over here, you see that there is a sigma, which looks like a really big E, and then the X. That is our sample statistics X, which means the sum of X is the sum of all the data values. X represents the data values. If you see sample, the sample is taking values out of the big population. Remember, we really can't do big populations. We can't do population means in the real world because there would be too many numbers. So we take a sample out of the actual population and calculate means, which are supposed to be pretty similar to what it actually would be. So X bar is what is represented as the sample mean. And all this says right here is the sum of the X values divided by N. N is the number of data values in the sample. Okay, and capital N would be, this is when you're doing the exact same formula, but this is representing the population. The Greek symbol mu is the symbol for population mean. We use just X with a bar over it, so we just say X bar. So we're going to calculate the mean. And you're familiar with the average, and it would just be adding up the number of data, and then dividing it by the total number of data in there. But we'll do it this way. Okay, so I'm going to type right in here mean. And then I'm going to tab over to this and go back up to the formula. Now, it's going to be the word average. And now you see how it's highlighted right here? You can and see how it's kind of going around this area. You don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about that. Just start where you want it, and we want it right here, and bring it all the way down, and then hit enter. And there's our average, 6.17 approximately. If you want to do it the old-fashioned way, you would add all of these values up and then divide it by 18, and then you would get this same answer right here. And that's it. That's all you have to do for problem number 16.